Chapter 29. Claudette stared at Emmanuel in surprise and asked in a trembling voice, Was it a Blitz marriage, Dr. Lowe?" Emmanuel nodded in response, shocking Claudette even more. She remembered Emmanuel as a mature and composed man, so she never thought he would someday get involved in a Blitz marriage. Rosalind grabbed her by the arm and said with a smile, "Come on, Claudette. Take us to the banquet hall upstairs and show us what it's like up there." Although Claudette nodded in response, her mood was clearly not as cheery as it was earlier. "By the way, Claudette, do you know who it was that showed up at the banquet just now? That person seemed to gain quite a lot of attention upon arrival." Rosalind asked out of curiosity as they made their way upstairs. Claudette's tone was rather cold as she replied, "Who else could it be? There are not many in Yeringham that could cause such a huge commotion with their presence alone. It has got to be Ms. Quillen of the Quillen family." "Oh, Miss Quillen is here. That makes sense now." Rosalind had heard rumors about Mackenzie's popularity in the past, but this was her first time witnessing it. "Rosalind, are you finally going to stop questioning whether Ms. Quillen is my wife?" Emmanuel asked with a chuckle. "She's a prominent woman that most men of upper-class society can only dream of dating, so why would she marry a man like my brother?" Rosalind could only shrug in response and dismissed such a ridiculous notion. Claudette, on the other hand, was staring at Emmanuel with astonishment and disbelief written all over her face. "Others may find it ridiculous that Mackenzie would do something like this, but I think it's quite possible. There have been rumors about her grandfather pressuring her to get married, so there's nothing strange about her picking Dr. Lowe as her husband. If my family pressured me into getting married, I'd probably choose to marry Dr. Lowe without any hesitation, too. After all, he's the perfect choice. There's no need to worry about him taking advantage of me, and I know for sure that he's not going to cheat either. He's tall, handsome, and shows no interest in women. All right, this is as far as I'll take you too. I still have other business appointments to attend to, so I'll be excusing myself now," Claudette said and took her leave after escorting them to the banquet hall on the third floor. While Emmanuel and Rosalind were oblivious to the signs, Lexi had picked up on them from afar. Why would the heiress of the Lenore family set her sights on Miss Quillen's husband? I don't even know if I should say she has good taste, or... Being a foodie, Rosalind started going after the food like crazy the moment they arrived at the banquet hall on the third floor. "Did you not have enough to eat earlier, Rosalind? How do you even fit all of that into your stomach?" Emmanuel protested in displeasure as he was forced to help her take the food. "Shut up and help me get the food." Rosalind snapped at him impatiently, taking advantage of her identity as the elder sister to order her kid brother around. Emmanuel was rendered speechless when he heard that. Other girls have small appetites, but Rosalind here is still hungry for more after stuffing her face earlier. Why is she so different? Little did they know, their actions had caught the attention of another woman. Cloud Construction was able to continue its work after Samuel and his men left the project site, and Melanie took the credit for it although she didn't really do anything. That was why Cloud Construction sent Melanie an invitation to the banquet that night as an extra reward. She was having a great time at the banquet and posted lots of pictures on Instagram to show off until she saw Emmanuel and Rosalind there. How could they allow a man who only makes $80,000 a year to attend a banquet like this? People are going to think poorly of this banquet if word gets out about this. With that in mind, Melanie walked up to him and asked out loud in a mocking tone, Well. Look who we have here. It's Emmanuel, the gynecologist. Shouldn't you be examining women at the hospital? What are you doing here?" Sure enough, quite a lot of people turned their heads in his direction when they heard there was a gynecologist on the third floor.